Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm the Serious JG. We're off to a bit of a strange start with the Chosakabe here. I was beginning to think that jumping back earlier in time, so we'd have an extended play as Kunichika Chosakabe as the daimyo before we get to Motochika, his famous son. It's a bit of a mixed blessing because the biggest threat to us are the Miyoshi in either scenario, but they're so powerful in later scenarios that we might have become a vassal and toughed it out a little bit as a vassal. And we don't have that option now, but they're smaller. So as I was seeing them getting hostile really early and knowing we wouldn't be able to, buy time serving as a vassal and waiting for our moment, I thought we could be in real trouble. But then we just kind of got done fighting off an attack. And we've left them kind of weak. I'm hoping maybe some other forces move aggressively against them, and I don't know. But I mean, that is part of it. I'm not going to lie about the fact that I've got a bunch of created officers. I don't have like an army of Shingens. The stats that I gave people, well, actually, because of the skills and letting you guys choose whatever skills you want, we've got some, particularly on the domestic end, some really powerful characters that have been created. But as far as raw, leader, war, politics, and intelligence scores, everybody is well above average. Like I would say A tier in a world that goes S tier all the way through D tier. But we don't have an army of S tiers. But it does feel like having an army of A tiers at this point may have been enough because Kunichika was out there on the march, and I didn't get to a point where we used giant, we went in and zoomed in and controlled the battle manually because we didn't have enough units. You can often turn the tide in your favor heavily in those situations. But we didn't need to get there. Just the stats of our troops were high enough. So that's pretty good. Let's see where we go from here. West Takeda clan has gone to Asukura clan. We got some hearsay. Here's an incident concerning the Takeda clan, but obviously not the W Takeda clan because they already gone. This is the Route of Toishi, which apparently doesn't involve the Uesugi, so this may have popped up in our previous playthrough, but I wouldn't have made sure to get it, because even though the whole thing with the Murakami fighting the Takeda was important to the Uesugi plotline, they're not directly involved here. I think we did see it. I think this is a precursor for an event that did have that. Because the whole story was that these guys get defeated, and the guy who will be known as Shingen forces them out, and they join the Takeda for help. And by they, I mean this one guy. But that doesn't happen if he's not forced out, so I think that's what this is. Harunobu Takeda, the daimyo of Kai, had slowly but steadily taken control of Shinano within a few years of beginning his invasion in earnest. Shinshu is our land. We will not allow Harunobu to have his way with it. Yeah, this is one of the earliest things where I messed up the Uesugi plotline. As the Nagao, I attacked and took over his castle before the plot could unload of him losing it to Shingen and coming to us for help. Among the tribes of Shinano, the one who raised his banners in opposition of the Takeda was Yoshikiyo of the Murakami, who had long held dominion over Shinshu. Yoshikiyo had once bested Harunobu's army at Udahara, and his animosity towards the Harunobu, it was just like the rock. His animosity towards the Harunobu was even stronger than that of the other Shinano tribes.
I will crush them!
If I could only defeat Yoshikiyo Murakami, all the tribes in central and northern Shinano would yield to me. I must beat him down until no part of his being is left unwounded. While Yoshikiyo and his soldiers had dispatched elsewhere, Harunobu took the opportunity to launch an attack on Toishi Castle, a strategically important location in Chisagara. With his history of achievements and experience of war, Harunobu believed taking Toishi Castle would be an easy feat. However,
return to the castle.
Harunobu has come. Everyone, Toishi Castle at once. As soon as he learned of the impending attack by the Takeda, Yoshikiyo Murakami routed his troops to defend Toishi Castle.
Everyone, take down that castle!
I was not expecting Yoshikiyo to react so quickly, but I will prevail so long as we claim the castle before his return. However, although the Takeda army boasted an infantry 10 times larger than the castle's defending force, their attack floundered. Harunobu's impatience grew fiercer and fiercer.
Witness the might of my military.
You underestimated the strength of Tuishi Castle and the Murakami. Your arrogance will cost you your life, Harunobu Takeda.
This fight will be tricky.
No. Yoshikiyo Murakami's troops arrived more quickly than expected, and together with the soldiers to Tuishi Castle, they attacked the Takeda army from two sides. Overwhelmed and disarray, they had no choice but to retreat. Decepticons, retreat! Having suffered a humiliating defeat, it is said that Cobra Commander would later refer to this battle as the Rout of Toishi. Eventually, he defeats Toishi. And, oh, some guy died. That poor guy didn't even get any dialogue before he went. So we still got farms developing. We got cash coming in. What are we looking at as far as facilities up here? Irrigation and irrigation. I was thinking about putting an arrow tower up here, but you know, if we're going to be able to hold our own against the Miyoshi like this, we might be better off just continue to work on troop counts. These we are not going to have like we had some of these really good cities up here, like Kasugayama and Kitajo and Shibata. We had some really good cities with a lot of space to expand to. We were able to get like all sorts of facilities to really increase rice production heavily, and you know, storage facilities to increase marching. These cities in Shikoku, I just don't think we're going to have as many facility slots overall, because Oko is is the capital of the force that takes over the island, and we've only got 4. Like, we had more than twice this at some of our castles of the Uesugi. So we're going to have to get used to it. But we already have level 9 rifles here without me having built any rifle stuff. So that is a thing. Gunnery instruction, we don't have enough prestige. But I think we're going to want to get that fairly soon. Although, what is a shooting gallery really going to do for us? Increases muskets to 1, so it won't do anything in our main base, but eventually it would be pretty good. But yeah, after all that fighting, we do need to wait a little time for our pops to grow back. Although I think we're going to want to move pretty aggressively to expand now. What I would dearly like to do, if we get these pops all the way back up, it's going to take a while. But if we could march on Kamanoe, because they're pretty much at their max troop count of 4,000, and Yuzuki's at theirs. It would be really nice if we got 27 here plus 37 there. Call that 4 plus 2, so that's 6. 8. Yeah, if we got all of our troops marching up here, we'd potentially be inviting attack by the Miyoshi. But if we got everybody marching up here, I think we'd be able to split them up and have enough units to get a you know, Chosakabe clan logo flying in the sky victory that might actually pacify the Miyoshi a bit and would allow us to take Kawanoe. Then we'd have 4 cities able to support each other. I'd have to really start deciding about whether we take the Kono out or if we try to grab Hokuchi, just so that we're continuing to have cities clustered close enough to assist each other in battle. But none of this is possible until we actually let a little time pass. And alright. We got more cash to spend. Do I want to spend it up here on another facility? Trading town or irrigation? Disaster damage prevention is more important for us as the Chosakabe than it probably was as the Uesugi, because Shikoku is going to be much more likely to get hit with typhoons. But I think for now, might want to do trading town up here. And since I know I'm not going to be building 2 facilities at once, even though Grimmeth could have built it and had it start at level 2, we will not do that for now. Really wish they'd stop trying to build fortresses, but market I'm okay with. Stop building fortresses all the time. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Crap. I meant to take one of these that's building a fortress and have them seize a farm. $5.36 a month. I've spent pretty much every penny here. But have I already maxed out our... Yeah, we got facilities, like... Is one of those only level 1, or am I losing my dang mind? No, it's level 2. We're developing... Well, as far as what I can manually take care of, which is town facilities, we're building fast. Alright. What is she's working on a Chijo plan, and she's working on Goodwill. Okay, I just want them to be able... I should probably actually up that to higher. They're not particularly interested. Might want to go all the way up to this, just... Yeah, let's just keep going with this, because we could get reinforcements if we ever want to use them to help attack. But honestly, at this point, the reinforcements would be more likely to defend us. They're not well positioned to attack anybody that we would want to attack right now, because I think they'd have to cross through Kurose territory to get to the Yuzuki. They could help us attack Akuchi. Eventually. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, just because I fought off one attack from the Miyoshi. I was very pleased that that happened, but I shouldn't assume that we're just going to be able to smack them around like bitches forever. The total commerce clan target has been completed. This will further improve the conditions of your clan. We can buy grade 7 treasures with all that money that we don't have. He wants to raise Hakuchi. I think we're going to save the money, and when we get another labor, build another facility in Motoyama. See something here, because I do want to get some of these low-level policies going, just because they're actually good for us too. So easy commerce, trading town commerce plus 250. And what it's going to show is that that costs us 300, because it doesn't compute the addition. So trading commerce town plus 250. What we have now is... Can I see how many trading... Well, I know how many we've got. So, plus 250. I just don't know how the math works. So, we have... 1,500 is 193 a month. No, sorry. If you'll forgive me... I'm going to do a thing I shouldn't normally do, which is we're just going to save real quick and see what our actual... Like, if we did it now, would it go up? Because we were at $7.99 a month. Let's see what we're at if we... $7.99 a month. It already says plus $4.99 a month. So we're ignoring all the hearsay for now. Easy commerce has been completed. So $6.76 a month. So it doesn't quite pay for itself. And if my math is right in my head, what do you think we should do? He wants to attack a Chijo clan. Honestly, I know I spent money on reinforcements, but I'm starting to think he's right. Because they don't have allies. Like, this is a place that would be relatively safe from the Kurose. Actually, I think Grimmeth has a point. This is actually a better castle than we've got now, as far as like number of bases.
Leave this to me.
I mean, yeah, let's leave it for now. They're a good backup plan if an attack up here on anybody doesn't work. Okay, you're seizing a farm. You're working on everything I don't care about. Yeah, let's leave it. We can have one labor unspent. Alright, so there is our irrigation canal. We got a whole lot of hearsay to do. This might kill the rest of the video. I was kind of hoping we could get an attack off. Because they got 116 days of marching. If you were to march 90 days to get up there, that wouldn't leave us a lot of time to fight. So we do need to let more food pile up before we can attack. 100 days.
How should we proceed?
Same deal. We wouldn't have any time left to fight. We need more. Even if I get our troop counts to replenish, we need the food, and we might want to ask for reinforcements from these guys, although they're very far away. All right, so the Bloody-Handed. He wants to tell us about Motonari and Takamoto. Takamoto Mori, the son of Motonari Mori and Miyokyu, was heir to the Mori clan. Not long after Takamoto came of age, he became a hostage of the Yuichi clan, residing for 3 years in the Yuichi Palace in Yamaguchi. Known as the Western Capital thanks to Yoshitaka's courtly interests, Takamoto spent the most impressionable years of his life in Yamaguchi. He returned to the Mori clan, having received a fine education and learned the ways of the capital. Mori clan, Takamoto Castle. Takamoto. Yes? From today on, Hiroyoshi Shiji will be guarding you. Listen to what he says so you may become a leader that does not bring shame upon our clan. A leader? Do not lose your nerve, do you understand?
Acknowledge.
Yes, I understand. Sorry. JG legitimately had something in his throat there. And Takamoto, I've been told you've been absorbed in the arts as of late. Yes. I learned about them in Yamaguchi and have enjoyed them since. A warrior has no need for such frivolous diversions. A warrior needs only his strategies and tactics. Those who lack these will face certain defeat. Remember this well. I understand. Then go. You must greet Hiroyoshi properly. Yes, please excuse me. Phew. Dots? Perhaps I went too far. No, Takamoto was a strong boy. I have no doubt that he will take your advice and become a wonderful commander. That is all I want. Perhaps he takes too much after you and has inherited your kind heart. My, is that supposed to be a compliment? Seems I am able to leave him well enough alone. Just the same with you.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
I'm absolutely thrilled. Hee hee. You flatter me, sir.
How romantic. Meanwhile, Odasute, concubine of Kunachiko Chisakabe because of goofiness. She's heard about the Mori clan. There's all sorts of Mori stuff going down. I guess all these brothers who are about the same age are appearing in the same time in the story. A band of samurai, originally part of the Fujiwara clan, until they moved their base to Saikoku during the mid-Kamakura period, the Kakawa family had expanded into the lands of Aki and Iwami. Clan leader Okitsune Kikawa was a superior warrior, however. He lost the trust of those around him after committing an act of betrayal at the Battle of Gasan Toda. Motonari Mori, after witnessing these events, thought up a plan. Motoharu, you will join the Kikawa clan as Okitsune's adopted child. Kikawa? You mean the foolhardy Okitsune of all the rumors? You will not speak of them with such open disgust. Have you forgotten that they were once my family?
I mean, have you forgotten that they were once my family? Oh, you flatter me, husband. Ho, ho, ho.
Mother, please forgive my insolence.
But I need my insulin. It befits one as free-spirited as yourself, having the audacity even to choose your own bride.
Arranged marriages were common practice among the warrior class. Yet Motoharu had gone against tradition, choosing of his own accord to marry the daughter of Nobunaga Kumagai. You may call me free-spirited, but I will not be lumped in with that Okitsune. As for my marriage, I had to act before you could object.
She is a fine girl. You have a keen eye for women, it seems. I particularly love her feminine voice.
You must have your own thoughts on this matter. What do you think is the significance behind this adoption? Okitsune Kikawa, though careless he may be, is a highly skilled fighter. You suspect that his retainers are the same?
Exactly. And you, Motoharu, will lead the Kikawa clan and serve as Mori's heir.
Motoharu would follow his father's orders and be adopted into the Kikawa clan. He was then known thereafter as Motoharu Kikawa. Before long, Okitsune was forced into retirement by his retainers, and Motoharu inherited the leadership role of the Kikawa clan. He became one of the best warriors throughout all of Chugoku, the equal of his foster father Okitsune, and the Kikawa clan would go on to support the Mori clan. Alright, is there anything that we could find out about anyone else, or, Kikawa clan is annihilated and they're added to the Mori clan. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're not going to be like an assistant clan. Hey, Nagao clan. What do you know? We know these guys. During Tamakage's reign, the Echigo Nagao clan exceeded the Echigo Uesugi clan in strength to become the biggest power in the province. Even so, he was not supported by the people due to continued skirmishes with the Uesugi clan's retainers and civilians in Echigo. Things came to a head after Tamakage died, and his eldest son Harukage took over for him. Numerous members of the Nagao clan began to leave.
I simply cannot fathom this.
Why? Why must they all be against me? I have done nothing to deserve this treatment. Is it all merely resentment for my deceased father? Father!
Sickly and possessing an indecisive personality, Harukage was unable to resolve the issue alone, and the remaining retainers looked upon him with worry. The champion of their hopes was Harukage's younger brother, a trainee at Rinsenji Temple by the name of Torachio. Torachio. We don't know who this guy is. Torachio is a stranger to us.
May I have a moment?
I have been told that you excel at both military and literary arts, Master Torachio, and are fit to take the title of leader. Please save the Nagao clan from its troubles.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I intend to spend my life here at Rinsenji as a student of Master Tenshitsu. I have no wish to become a samurai.
JG wishes to move past the name Tenshitsu without feeling the need to call attention to the fact that it sounds like it has the word shit in it. But he wasn't able to do it.
Torachio, it is a part of your fate as a governor to meet the needs of the people in your lands.
Master! Bringing peace to this world of war is its own path. It is enlightenment of the masses.
Perhaps I should move out troops.
Your brother, Lord Harukage... Why is he saying he should move troops? He didn't have troops. Your brother, Lord Harukage, is pained by his people who rise up against him. As his blood, it's up to you to support him.
Understood.
I understand, Master. I, Torachio, will end my journey as a monk and become a warrior to assist my brother.
I have never known
Brother
such
Dave Sullivan.
My lord, we must make preparations for your coming-of-age ceremony immediately. And so, as the retainers wished, Torchiyo had his ceremony, taking the name Kagatora and joining his brother Harukage. He would eventually go on to be known as Kenshin Uesugi. Spoilers! Not long after coming of age as Kagatora, he showed a glimpse of his talent as a commander in putting down a rebel army that had attacked Tochiyo Castle. What a fine show, and to think it was his first time taking command, as if Bishamonten himself had appeared in our world. Bishamonten is now in your world. Witnessing Kagatora's abilities. Bishamonten is in this case, of course, Stretch Armstrong. Witnessing Kagatora's abilities, many people saw his late father Tamakage in him. He was like his sickly brother, Harukage's polar opposite. If Lord Kagatora, not Lord Harukage, were to lead the Nagao clan. No, I will not say it. This was the beginning of the story of a man who would go from one battlefield to another, making a name for himself as a god of war. And eventually, after restarting the campaign at enough different points, he was able to unify Japan by avoiding the downfall part of his story in a previous Let's Play. Yeah, there's more than likely, if things continue to go well, and we take over, because you almost always end up expanding faster than the other forces if you're not being bound to historical events, and you don't immediately overextend yourself and get killed, which is much easier to do in this game than it is in a lot of other strategy games I've played. But I would venture to say that if we take over Shikoku, like long-term plan, we probably need to take over like the territory that would become the Moris or Kyushu. I don't know which one we'd want to start with first. But like once we sort of get a hold of, we'd be getting a hold of all that before we'd really make a serious play into Central and Eastern Honshu. And I'm going to say that by the time we do that, well, it depends. Like, weird historical events might not go down, and they might not become the Uesugi, but I think there's a really good chance that the Nagao are one of the last clans on the map for us to have to deal with. They might not expand west far enough for us to have to deal with them, because we already saw all the different endings for conquering the land in the last Let's Play, so this time we're just going to get to the Shogun Warband ending and stop. We're not going to conquer the whole map. But, yeah, the Nagao is probably going to be one of the strongest clans that'll still be alive, because I would predict competent AI is going to be able to work with what they've got and keep them going for the duration. Let's find out about the Oda, Nobunaga's coming of age. Nobuhide Oda's eldest son Kiposhi, also known as Nobunaga Saburo, had just come of age. He was labeled a fool by those around him for harboring a great ambition that ordinary folks could not even begin to comprehend. It was in this time that the man who would become known as Nobunaga Oda was released upon the warring world. And is that it? I guess that's it. And the Nagao clan. Kagatora Nagao rises.
Shingen, you have adopted the darkness. I was born there.
Because he's Kagatora Nagao is rising. After taking his place as leader of the Nagao clan, the sickly Harukage Nagao was opposed by a number of the strongest warriors in the province, which led to numerous rebellions. The indecisive Harukage was unable to do anything about the situation, leaving the rebels to his brother Kagatora, who was a number of years younger than him. Soon after Kagatora's first battle, the people began to speak of his skill at commanding that surpassed his years. As such, no small number of Nagao clan retainers, long dissatisfied with Hatakage's rule, began to hope that Kagatora would take over as leader of the clan.
I refuse.
As I said, I refused. I became a warrior only to support my elder brother. To usurp him would be dots.
But the Nagao clan is doomed under Lord Hatukage.
Perhaps I could ask a favor.
Please, Lord Kagatora, we will do anything we can to install you as leader.
That is outrageous.
Stop this. I will return to Senji Temple if you do not cease this drivel. Torachiyo, temples are not something to be used for your own convenience.
Master!
I swear I speak the truth. I still consider myself your disciple. I am prepared to spend my life at Rinzenji Temple. That will not do. People are born with certain talents. Anyone can recognize you have talents that your brother does not. Lord Harukage continuing to serve as clan leader will only cause his health to deteriorate further. You do not wish to cause your brother pain, do you? You have the chance to free him from his suffering. Kill him now.
I will comply.
Yeah, so he doesn't say kill him now. If anyone's just listening and not watching, he didn't actually say kill him now.
I understand, Master. I understand, Master. If it will save my brother, I, Kagatora, will walk the path of thorns.
Oh yeah, it's super honorable of you, buddy. With Kagatora agreeing to take over the clan, Harukage's retainers began to pressure him to retire.
May I?
Lord Harukage, we retainers have something we wish to speak with you about, difficult as it is.
What does this concern?
What is it? You may speak freely.
Perhaps I could ask a favor.
Yes, my lord, we wish to ask you to give leadership to the Nagao clan to Lord Kagatora.
I will not tolerate this.
Kagatora, you mean to betray me? Is this a revolt?
Would you hear me out?
No, there is no rebellion. We wish for you to retire quietly. Allow Kagatora to be adapted as next in line. You will be allowed to retire permanently.
This is going nowhere.
Retire? What foolish nonsense. What if this is not a rebellion? What is this if not a rebellion?
Lord Sarazade Uesugi, governor of Echigo, is in agreement.
What in the world?
Lord Sanazade too? When? You've all been scheming against me.
Please, Lord Harakage, be calm.
You, Tenshitsu of the Rinsenji Temple? Would I even know you?
As Kagatore's mentor, and held in high regard by a large number of faithful members of the clergy of the clan, Kuiki Tenshitsu also urged... Oh, never mind, this isn't my dialogue. Kuiki Tenshitsu also urged Harakage to retire.
I understand. Your words have moved me. I will follow your advice, Kagatora. Will be given the clan.
You have made the correct decision. You may now rest easy. They murder him.
Brother, for things to come to this,
Kagatora, the path of a leader is not a simple one. However, I believe you can succeed. I leave the Nagao clan in your hands.
Yes.
And so, Harakage Nagao retired, making his brother Kagatora clan leader. The sickly Harakage was now able to rest as a new clan head was installed. The Nagao clan had taken a large step forward, but that didn't mean all its troubles were laid to rest. Like Harakage would soon be. How terrible that Harakage was forced into retirement. Just what kind of man is this Kagatora Nagao? Several highly important people in Echigo backed Harukage's position. In particular, Masakage of the Ueda Nagao clan had a poor relationship with the Kagatora. Luckily, he'd married his sister to him and things would get better. But we're not there yet.
I have something to suggest.
50% chance of success. Oh, they're not adjacent. So if I wanted to
Your
march
wish
up
is my
here...
command.
Ah! That is a thing I hadn't considered. We can't really attack Kawa... Okay. I'm going to take Grimace's
Glad you have a
suggestion,
moment to spare.
because we'd actually have to march through the territory of the Miyoshi to attack the Kawanoe anyway.
Shall we enter discussions?
So I can't request... Wait. Oh, I need 40 to request reinforcements, but I need an alliance with them first. So I really... Maybe I really am wasting my time and should be attacking these guys, but whatever. Alright. So what we're going to do is, I guess we just committed to trying to raise... even if we don't end up attacking, it's a good idea to burn the crops of the cities that are right next to you to stop them from marching against you. So we are going to do that next time. And hopefully it succeeds. When we come back next time, they attacked us first, but I guess I'm not looking in the short term to make peace with the Miyoshi. Thanks for watching.